Welcome back. This is Douglas Cooper, a gun dude named Doug, the Facebook guy, welcoming you back to our 1-year anniversary episode of Arm the Populace, and what a year it has been. So let's just start off with this. Ain't a damn thing changed. We're still right here in Cincinnati, arming the populace. Our haters come and go, but we remain the same. But the sky is the sky, and people are people. And what has changed, though, over the past year is ATP has grown. And that's a really cool thing. We've expanded. We are starting to offer more things, combat training and such. And the thing about growth is it means that we are not alone. There are other like people out there. Sane, rational people. And for what it's worth, when I first started teaching concealed carry, my eye-opening experience was a gentleman that came in who was covered in tattoos. Face, neck, head, ears, eyes, tongue. Earlobes were stretched, had a big old bushy beard, way bushier than mine. And I'll be honest, I thought there's no way this dude does not have a felony, but maybe he's gotten it taken care of through the courts. I was wrong. His wife's a tattoo artist. He is her human canvas. She also did piercing, so he let her stick holes in him and all that. So that told me right there, I needed, because I was just coming out of the Treasury Department where my job was essentially to profile, you can't do it. And what I found with 5 years of teaching CCW classes, we are the ones that you want to pull up if your car is broke down by the side of the road. Black, white, purple, brown, male, female, it doesn't matter. CCW holders are a like bunch of people. Though we come from all different backgrounds, have all different lifestyles, we have a common thread. To some degree or another, we be sheepdogs. What are sheepdogs? Retired Lieutenant Colonel David Grossman, look him up. But what he says is that 98% of the people are sheep. We need sheep. Sheep go to work, they build companies, they pave roads, they make electricity, they do all kinds of great stuff. But sheep don't like guns and knives and things like that. Then there are the wolves. And whether they're individual wolves like Ted Bundy or the Orlando shooter, or packs of wolves like the jihadists and ISIS and groups like that, those are the people that live to hurt the sheep. Then there's another group of people. And we like a lot of the same stuff that the wolves do. We like guns and knives and martial arts and killing effectively and efficiently when needed and all of that. But we have no desire to hurt the sheep. We're there to stand guard against the wolves. And I know at times when you see us in the grocery store or in your bank or whatever, and maybe you see that gun under our shirt, it may make you a little uneasy. Ask. I don't mind a bit showing people my concealed carry license. But if something does happen, I'll try to help. The fact that we have people that would consider themselves ATP members, we're a volunteer organization. And our mission statements are pretty simple. First, we promote safe, responsible gun ownership. That means if you're going to own a gun, know how it works, know how to make sure you're safe with it, know how to keep others safe around it. Positive law enforcement interaction. Know how to talk to cops. Since you and them both are carrying guns, be polite, be civil. Keep things easy breezy. You still get a ticket, so what? Pay your ticket. You shouldn't have been speeding. You got caught. Safe, responsible gun ownership, positive law enforcement interaction. Next, get legal, be armed, stay vigilant. You can carry all kinds of non-lethal weapons of self-defense. A monkey fist, very cool. I post them on my Facebook page all the time. Get yours. A tactical pen, a flashlight, a big-ass honking knife. That's great. But now we're back to the last show. Do you want to get into a knife fight with me? Because I don't. I want my gun. Because I'm too damn big to be fighting. I'm too old to be fighting. And I ain't fighting me. So I want my gun. So I want to be able to carry it legally. I can carry a gun, but if I'm not legal and I get caught speeding, I'm going to go to jail. So get legal. Be armed. It's great you have your concealed carry, but without a gun, no more good to you than a restraining order, which is just a piece of paper. So a good price range to look at is about $300 to go get you a decent everyday carry. So be armed. Carry it everywhere you go, every day, all day. That's why it's called an everyday carry. Then stay vigilant. Situational awareness. Notice things. If there's never been a car parked on that street you've never seen before, pay attention to it if it starts showing up all the time. Be aware. Doesn't matter if it's a pedo trying to snatch little kids off your block or some of these refugees coming in with a bomb tied around their waist. Do you know what the best homeland security system is? An armed populace. That's why we offer a solution. We're not just pointing out problems, we're offering solutions. This show is going to be a little different because you see me all the time. But as I said, ATP's grown. And so this is our 1-year anniversary episode. It is the faces of ATP. There's some that can't make it here today. AJ, we'll get you in the next show. Trisket, SJ, he's up in our northern office. There's some that just can't be here, but we're going to give you a selection of the people that volunteer to come out and be range safety officers, that try to help people take responsibility for their self-preservation. Just because we like to also, I know we want to keep you entertained, coming up in the next year's even going to be bigger. We've just scratched the surface. We're going to get a lot more in depth with tactical classes. What does it mean? You're going to hear a little bit about it from Hulk today, because about shooting offhanded. While it's very cool to be able to dual wield, it's also very effective because if I'm primarily right-handed and my right arm is in a sling, can I draw and shoot with my left hand? I better know how. That's a useful skill, but it falls under the tactical skill set. I like keeping you up to date on new gadgets and toys to help keep yourself safe. For instance, the Monkey Fist. Check them out on my Facebook page. We're going to be shooting one of these. Rufus, if you would, hand me that black box. This is the Kel-Tec PMR 30. Very cool little gun, not too many of them around. It holds 30 rounds of 22 Magnum out of magazine. Call it my little laser gun. So 30 rounds as quickly as you can pull the trigger. The sight picture on it, amazing. We're going to bring a Dragunov out to play. For those of you that don't know what that is, that's the Russian sniper rifle. They shoot the 7.62 by 54 cartridges. Some big boy toys. We're going to be doing some more hands-on, hand-to-hand self-defense. We're also going to bring some political awareness. One of the things right now, it's an election year. And at ATP, besides watching shootings and police actions and different things like that, we pay very close attention to politics. Now, it's an election year. All I'm going to say is this. Me personally, a gun dude named Doug is not going to vote for Hillary. I don't know what I'm going to do. I may write in Godzilla, but not going to go that route. But I don't care. That's not what I want to talk to you about. What I want to talk to you about is Ohio citizens. Medical marijuana is now legal in Ohio. The moment you get your medical marijuana card, though, it invalidates your CCW permit.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Charlie G, Safety Range Officer, Armed and Populace, do canine training, hand-to-hand combat training. I also am one of the public liaisons of Armed and Populace. Today I got a couple of topics to talk to you all about, so we'll go ahead and get into those. The very first topic is how to be able to carry from one legal state to a non-legal state. Just say, for instance, Illinois.
Hello.
I recently went from Cincinnati here at home to Illinois for a visit. Now, when I hit the state lines, I knew for a fact I had to find somewhere to pull over so I can take the bullets from out of my magazine, take the magazine, put that in the trunk separately, because you at least have to have 2 steps to be able to reload your gun and to be able to fire. If you're grown enough and smart enough to know how to use a gun, you should be smart enough to be able to look up the websites and know what states you're okay to carry and what states you're not be able to carry in.
Those would be www.usacarry.com,
Yep.
www.nraila.com.
Make sure you look those up. For those that are in the CCW classes, it's in your small packet. One whole sheet gives you everything you need. It's our very own little cheat sheet just for you guys. So anyway, when you're going from state to state, one thing you have to remember, you always have to be safe. Yes, I wanted to bring my handgun with me. I always have to have my sidearm. When I get to that state line, laws change. So took my gun off, stopped by a gas station, pulled over to the side, unloaded my gun, took one out of the chamber, put them all in my bag, took the gun itself, put it back in my holster. I still have it on my holster. It has to be empty. And the bullets have to be separate from the magazine. You guys have to remember that. Those are very important issues right there that we usually have sometimes. Some people are like, hey, what if I just take the magazine out, it's still loaded, but I maybe throw it in my glove box, something like that. That can still get you caught up. So you have to be very sure that you make correct choices where you're going from state to state. I also did it when I was coming back. I left my magazine out, left my bullets out, left my gun on me until I made it to Cincinnati lines. Once I made it past Ohio State, I was good. I was fine. I can put my gun back in, I can get reloaded one more time, and I can drive on home safely. Okay? My second topic for the day is a special one for me I love to talk about because I'm a single parent. So I always have to make sure that I can trust my kid. We talk about it in class, so we're going to talk about it now. You have to be able to trust your kids with your guns. Because if you don't trust your child, you can't trust your child with guns, you can't trust them with anything else. Me and my son have a very, very strong trust line between me and him. I can tell him, go get my gun. He's actually shot in class with us several times. You all might have even seen him shoot, might have seen pictures of him. My little guy, Junior. He's going to be on the show here in a second, and we're going to go through a couple steps and a couple things to be able to show you guys how smart he is. This is my son, Junior. Junior is the public. He's here on the Populace to talk about this proper way of handling a gun, your handgun, any other single parents out there. This is the way we go through things. Junior even knows the top 3 important things on how to be gun safe. So Junior, what's the very first thing to do? Keep your finger
off the trigger.
All guns are
Loaded.
always keep the gun pointed in a
Safe direction.
until you have personally checked yourself. Also, if I'm around at the house and I happen to leave one of my handguns around, or even at the range, and I want Junior to come grab my gun for me for demonstration. Junior, you might hand my gun for me, please?
Yes, sir. Here you go.
You always give me my mag first. That's how we both know that it's safe. Aim my gun, please.
Yep. Send you, Daddy.
Thank you, sir. He always checks. That's the number one thing you have to go through with your kids. Because if they hand you a gun and there's one up top and they may put their little finger just by that trigger, you may have a second chest wound, maybe a dog, maybe a cat, family member. So go through those steps with your kids, because I do. Because I wouldn't want anything bad to happen to my kid. And I know anything bad wouldn't happen to yours either, right? So we'll go on with the rest of the show. I hope you all learned something from me and Junior today. Be safe.
Hello everyone, welcome to ATP's annual video. I'm here to talk to you, by the way, my name is Rick. I'm here to talk to you about some very real realities that have always happened throughout the history of mankind. That reality is being a victim. And what I mean by that is victims are more often than not the people that are overpowered by somebody larger than yourself. You could be a woman, you could be a man, it doesn't matter. But I want to give you
is pretty much to be able to go out there and present myself around my community, be able to do a lot of charity work, and still be able to feel safe in different areas where I may go. Pretty much with Arm the Populace, when you take a class with Doug Cooper, I will tell you this: he will show you the laws, he will tell you the laws, he will teach you the laws throughout his class. You will he'll also provide the guns. He'll also provide the range feed, the range time for you all. And I tell you, by the time you're finished with his class, you will know everything that you need to know with carrying your CCW.
Maybe a cat, family member. So go through those steps with your kids, because I do. Because I wouldn't want anything bad to happen to my kid. And I know anything bad wouldn't happen to yours either, right? So we'll go on with the rest of the show. I hope y'all learned something from me and Junior today. Be safe.
Hello everyone, welcome to ATP's annual video. I'm here to talk to you, by the way, my name is Rick. I'm here to talk to you about some very real realities that have always happened throughout the history of mankind. That reality is being a victim. And what I mean by that is victims are more often than not the people that are overpowered by somebody larger than yourself. You could be a woman, you could be a man, it doesn't matter. But I want to give you a very real scenario that has played itself out in the media I don't know how many times throughout the world. A 5'1" woman is walking to her car. She's about 110 pounds. And out of nowhere, this guy that's 6'3", pushing 300 pounds, decides he wants to do her harm. How does she equally defend herself against this weight and size? You can take martial arts, yes. I'm a martial arts person myself, but that doesn't stop everyone. Sometimes your punches just aren't strong enough. Sometimes your kicks just aren't strong enough. Sometimes the person's so tough that you could hit him with a baseball bat. It's not going to matter. Yes, we can carry weapons, pin weapons. We can buy all this stuff on the internet and use this. It is effective to a point. We can use the flashlights, try to blind them and escape. What if they're faster? We can use the knives. Yes. Do you know what? You're more likely to go to prison for using this than anything, because this is not allowed to be your personal self-defense. The only thing known to mankind that can take that 5'1" woman that's 100 pounds and bring her to the same playing field as a man that is 6'3" is your firearm. This is the one thing that equalizes the difference between all of us. This is the justice maker. It is a reality. All you have to do is turn on the news every single day. You will know people are victimized daily. But when they have a gun to defend themselves, the news always reads, bank robber stopped by armed citizen. Store robber stopped by armed citizen. It's just a fact of life, people. We have evil people in this world. I don't like them. You don't like them. I'm not going to be a victim. Why should you? Arm yourself. Protect yourself. Be the equalizer. Be the thing that saves you. Because remember, cops respond. They don't stop.
Absolutely. To protect my family, other family members, other people's family, just, hey, anybody in general that may need help, you know? There's a lot of bad guys out here, man, and we gotta stop 'em.
Well, and being a member of the Buccaneers, which is like a brotherhood,
Yes, absolutely.
I find that there is sort of a sense of solidarity amongst concealed carry holders.
Oh, absolutely.
Black, white, purple, brown, male, female.
Absolutely.
Like people, hang out with like people regardless of backgrounds.
Yes, you are the company you keep, buddy. Absolutely.
That's that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Come see this man. Doug is the real deal. He is the truth. Come check him out. He will get you right, and will have you. You need to come see him. That's all I can say. Words can't even describe the way I feel about this guy. He's a good guy. He speaks the truth.
Cops and crackheads are both dangerous to us.
Yeah, watch out for Willie the crackhead.
Hey everybody, it's Erica. Around here I'm actually known as Little Bit 9 Mil. I want to recommend to all my friends and all the people watching this to get up with ATP, to go get your carry and conceal. It's just something that you need to do. You don't know what you're going to walk into when you walk out your front door. You don't know what you're going to walk out of when you leave work, whether it's a night, a morning, anything like that. There's things today, terrorists, there's clown situations, there's a lot of people have exes, stalkers, different things like that. Good reasons to carry. It's nothing to be afraid of, because I know a lot of people are intimidated, especially when they hear I have a gun. They're like, you have a gun? Which, yeah, I do have a gun, and I carry it all the time. And you would be thankful if we were out at the movie theater together and somebody comes in with a gun and they try to do a mass shooting. This little pretty girl here, she's got a gun, and she's going to do her best to save your life. So that's just something to keep in mind. A lot of other people, when I tell them that, they're like, whoa, you got a gun, you got a CCW, that's awesome. You're right, it is awesome, and it makes me feel 10 times better when I leave my house every day. Because I know never will I be a victim to anyone or anything, because it doesn't just have to be about people, you know. I don't know that I'm not going to get attacked by a couple of dogs running through my neighborhood. I might have to put a bullet in one if it means saving myself or my son, because I do have a son, and that's important. Same thing with the cold clown situation.
Your school, his school was actually closed because of this clown.
2 weeks ago we had a school closing because a clown attacked a woman, and they wanted to keep the children safe, so they closed school. And I didn't totally agree with it, because I feel like
you were going to volunteer to post
nobody's
watch.
coming to my bus stop and pulling any of that crap. So. But I do understand where they were coming from, why they did it, but it's not a good idea for those of you watching and you think this whole clown thing is a joke and it's funny and you're going to get a laugh out of it. No, you don't want to approach me in a clown suit, because I'm going to tell you, back the hell away from me or I'm going to put a bullet through you, and it's just that simple. A lot of people don't get it. They think everything's funny, and 9 times out of 10, nobody's going to guess that I carry a gun. And most of the time, people think I'm a little girl. They don't even think I'm old enough to have a CCW. They literally think I'm a kid. So nobody would expect it if I had to pull one out. But it's just things to think about, guys. There's tons and tons and tons of situations where a gun would come in handy, and it's not just for me. I carry to protect others around me. If I ever, whether I know you or not, if I see you being mugged, if I see you being jumped, if I see somebody trying to pull you out of your car or anything like that.
Or a little kid into one.
Exactly, a little kid being pulled into a car or, lured away. That's the first thing I'm going to do, is I'm going to stand up and I'm going to be to say something. Hey, buddy, you might want to back and turn the other way, because it's not about to be pretty, and this is your only warning. If you do anything else, it's lights out, and I hate to be the one to do it, but you picked the wrong fight, honestly. So just remember that, guys. You don't have to be a victim to anyone or anything. You can stand up for yourself, and this is a good way to do it. My ATP family, they are very well educated when it comes to gun handling and gun safety, and they can get you squared away. They can get you right, pretty much. So
I have one question for you, Little Bit.
yes, sir.
Are you going to do my makeover on the show?
We can
Because
do
you
a
do makeup,
makeover.
right?
Yes,
Pretty
I
good
do.
makeup.
I'm a presenter with Unique. It's something I love to do. I buy their products, so I decided to join. And I like to share with others about Unique. They have also makeup, skincare, and yeah, we can very well do a live video where we give Doug a makeover, so you can see the quality of the products. that we have.
Sasquatch makeover coming
Makeover,
soon.
yes. So stay tuned for that, guys, and you can look me up on Facebook. It's Erica Acree.
Ohio. I am doing a non-residential Florida license, which I will get 44 out of 50 states instead of regular Kentucky, which is basically probably about 26, 27, I believe.
You're right.
So therefore, I would say go do it. There's
And
too much.
the reason for the difference is the level of training. That's why Ohio and Florida are reciprocal, because we require more training. And when your life is on the line and your freedom's on the line, how important is training? Because you're in the medical field. What if you don't know CPR? What happens?
Somebody's gonna die.
What happens if you don't know the circumstances? You can shoot Willie the crackhead,
I will die.
or you'll wind up in the clinic.
Right. Yeah. And when you're in the class, he tells you everything from how to hold a gun, how to carry a gun, how to shoot a gun, how to load a gun, how to protect yourself when you're out in the streets and Willie the crackhead runs up on you.
What about an asshat cop?
He tells you how to protect yourself from cops, what to do and what not to do. Never touch a gun when a cop's around. You will go to jail, and you will lose your license. So as far as that goes, I would tell anybody out there, if you watch this, click on the link or call his number and go to his class.
Bro.
Hi everybody, I'm Beth from I'm the Populace. I'm normally behind the scenes, you don't see me very much. I try to wrangle everybody, keep everybody in line. I want to give a word to the lives to women everywhere. Doesn't matter, black, white, purple, orange, green, it does not matter. Take ownership for your own self-preservation. There are too many crazy people out here nowadays willing to do anything to harm you, your children, your loved ones. Little 150-pound girl walking back from her car in the middle of the night being a waitress, come get your CCW. And if you're not comfortable with that yet, get a knife, taser, mace, baton, whatever you can find.
A monkey fist.
A monkey fist to make yourself safe. You are the only one who can take self-ownership of your own self-preservation. Come today, come see Doug, come see us, we will help you. I want to give a special thank you to Doug himself for getting up every damn weekend and doing this. Ozone, Charlie, Hulk, Jaron, Moms and Guns for supporting us. Rufus, our producer.
Blazing Bullets.
Blazing Bullets, the range that we go to. Cincinnati Motorcycle Club, the Buccaneers, for hosting our classes for so long. That's where we got our start. Infected Tattoos. Ink Stars Tattoos. Blades Barbershop on Hamilton Avenue.
Women of Style.
Women of Style Day Spas on Reading Road. Sassy Shoes in Valley Shopping Center. Wanda's Wearable Art. We teach at so many different venues. Thank you for allowing us to do this. Thank you for having the relationship with us to be able to provide this for people. This is not something we take lightly. This is something that we believe in and that we do every day. None of us walks out this door without something on us to bring us home safe. So thank you everyone for letting us be able to do this. And thank you to my crew and my family.
Would you say ATP is a lifestyle?
ATP is a lifestyle. Either you're with it or you're not. And we understand that it's not for everybody. And that's okay too.
We're sheepdogs.
We are sheepdogs. When you actually decide that you want to come through the class, hit up Doug. He's about one of the best real instructors that there are around.
You are making me very uncomfortable. I'm a legally armed citizen. Please step back, cut the clown shenanigans so I can leave.
Well, people, I'm glad you're here. One thing that I like to say on camera today is ATP, yes, it is a lifestyle, it is a family, it's a way of life for me. Anyhow, my family, my friends, love all. Even my enemies, come one. But, like I said, being a part of ATP is something that I'm proud of. Being a part of ATP is something that I respect and I actually love. So, stay legit, be armed.
It's been an interesting year, hasn't it? You go
Yes,
back
it
to that.
has. A very interesting year. The year we've had, when I first started with Doug, we've been on a very adventurous journey.
I'd like to personally thank Ozone for being my senior range safety officer and keeping my big ass from getting shot.
Oh, you want to thank me to midnight? Well, here you are, ATP. We love all, from the bottom to the top, from the smallest to the biggest. But this year, as I said before, has been a great year. And hopefully we will have another year or 2 or 3.
Moeller Raceway's coming up soon.
Yes.
You were out there for that. You want to talk a little bit on that?
Williamsburg, out in Williamsburg, Ohio, the racetrack there. It's a very interesting place to be. Very interesting.
Moeller Raceway?
Moeller Raceway, yes, Moeller Raceway. They have dirt tracks, go-karts. It's just an interesting scene, and we love branching out. And this is one of the things. You trying to steal the show?
They say never work with or animals or children. They always steal the show.
Right. And as y'all can see, this is an attack cat, ATP approved.
Thank you, Ozone.
God bless.
My name is Rufus Johnson. I'm the man that does all the production behind the scenes, and I have been in production for like over a decade now, and I have created so many and produced so many television series. But the Populace is my favorite.
He reloaded! That's how we do it, people. Well, as you can see, shooting offhanded, not only a necessary skill, can be pretty fun. That was a Glock 21 mag dump. I'm going to show you a couple of things. One, right along the lines of the tactical skill set. One of my favorite everyday carries, especially in the summer, is the Kel-Tec P3AT, world's lightest 380. 380, world's lightest combat cartridge. But I don't know if one's enough, so I prefer a dual wield. Hot. Two of them give me 12 rounds of 380. So I carry one in each cargo short pocket. We're going to be doing things like exotic weapons, guns you don't see every day. This is an interesting one. This is a Smith & Wesson Model 29 44 Magnum Bulldog. It's a heavy, heavy cartridge. What I have in here are what they use to hunt bear and deer with. Now, I don't hunt bear or deer, but what if I get a Willie the Crackhead that's my size? I want Magnum stopping power. About $1,000 gun, but worth every penny. I'm gonna let some new shooters, people who've never shot before, shoot this to see what they think. Because amazingly enough, for that type of power, the recoil is minimal because of the ergonomics. But you don't need to be big to make a big bang. This is the Kel-Tec PMR 30. It is a 30 round 22 Magnum handgun. Hot. And this is why you can't rely on it though for an everyday carry, because the 22 Magnum is a rimfire round. When they work, they're a cool toy. Again, a toy, not necessarily a combat tactical gun, but a lot of fun. We're going to bring out some big boy toys. This is what most people would think of as a Dragunov, the Russian sniper rifle. This is the Romanian version. It's a PSL. It fires this round. the 7.62 by 39. You're going to see a demonstration in a minute from Charlie G about what this round is capable of doing. This fires at semi-automatic with a scope, 500 yards all day long. We like to test myths and theories. The idea that a refrigerator door will stop a bullet. It doesn't. Does a master lock stand up to a rifle? No. It sure doesn't. We're going to try another that I told you about earlier, the shotgun shell, the detonation of it with an AR-15 or a 22. A 30 caliber bullet's too big, it won't work. So the last thing I'm going to leave you with is just the idea that guns are fun, and sometimes it's not about hitting anything in particular. It's just that feel of recoil. Coming up, Charlie G.
Hey, it's me again, Charlie G, safety range officer, one and only. Today, what I'm going to be showing you is the granite shot. We like to call the big boom. It's going to be coming out of Tatiana here. Most in the gun. As you can see, these are the rounds I'm going to use to blast this poor little piece of granite out. Wow, some fun here.
Not concrete.
Not concrete.
Granite.
Granite. It means a whole lot harder. Hard to hit. Promise you it'll work. I'm also going to be the gentleman that's going to take the shotgun shot with Mrs. Jones. My AR-15. She's a beaut. Love her. Some of you guys might even get a chance to shoot if you come to class. Some of our fans already have. Ask them. Recoil's not that bad, but the blast afterwards, wonderful.
Go to work.
So, go ahead and take this first shot here.
Make sure you get the rock.
Yep,
The puddle.
it worked. Wow, that one too. How about one more splash? Yeah.
Shotgun trick.
Time for the shotgun trick.
Or do you want to make a smiley face first?
Oh. What I'm gonna have to do is take this beautiful bayonet off. Love to make it look menacing like that. Take this shotgun shot.
So show the camera what you have to hit. There's a shotgun shell right behind you.
If you take a look here, I will be shooting the primer right here in the center of the shotgun shell. I have one right there. I'm gonna try to make this shot. Let's see if I can do it.
Right there in the light.
Yeah.
I just lay down.
Fly over my head.
I'll catch it.
Groove it. The prone position.
The tiger in the tall, tall grass.
Ooh, grass.
A little high.
I believe we have a stubborn shotgun shell.
You just hit it again. You need another one?
Nope.
Here's a couple more. See if this one come back.
a stubborn shotgun shell. Yep.
It just couldn't fly back.
Nope. Gotta try another one.
Put it just on the milk crate. Yep. Got another magazine?
I still got enough.
Got that eye.
Swear to Bob.
Well,
That's horrible.
let's see if I can go old school.
Just decided. I'm still on the off.
Well, it's gotten hit and dented, just not popped yet. Me being a little bit of a history buff, I'm gonna try to do Annie Oakley's shot. Close.
Very close.
Okay, I'm gonna give it to the old girl. It's a lot harder than you think. That's why we practice, and this is the fun stuff that you can do. Yeah, it doesn't move. With guns on the range. It's not always about killing. It always is about Willie the Crackhead. Sometimes it's just about marksmanship, and it's a stress release. Littered throughout the hill are little 5-hour bottles, tin cans, things like that. Whether it be a 22, an AR, a BB gun. Fact of the matter is, shooting's fun. That's why there are a lot of kids programs even. Charlie's gonna step up, finish cleaning off the berm out here at Blazing Bullet Shooting Range. Let him wrap up. This is Zelda Scoop with Arm the Populace. 1-year anniversary.
Now it's time to go ahead and help clean up the berm.
Get him. Your lip gloss is popping. Whee!
That's what I'm doing. Yeah. Yeah.
Whee! Whee!
That's how I do it.
And that's why we do tactical classes. My father was on the first police force down in Gatlinburg, Kentucky. They didn't have cages in the cars and all that stuff. In 1964, he got recruited by the ATF. His job was to shoot moonshiners. Now, as much as we talk in class and in combat tactical about getting thumb over thumb for rapid target acquisition, something my dad always taught me, you don't have to get thumb over thumb if you shoot them from the hip. Hot. I don't have to get out here if I drop you from right there. All right, so in addition, we're also going to be starting force-on-force training, rubber knives, rubber guns, so that you can, if necessary, react under situations. Our producer just had to pull in real life within 24 hours of us filming the first part of this show. So believe me, since messing with ATP and getting involved with us, he has now become about this life because his life and his freedom matters to him. So, Rufus, show us what you're working with.
Work with this down, baby.
Start away, flip off safe, go to town. Finger off the trigger, eject the magazine. There you go. And that's how we do it.
ATP, baby.
Here with Real Truth Inc., Rufus Johnson, Charlie G, Hulk, ATP for life, arm the populace, one love, come get legal, stay armed, be vigilant. Hell of a next year coming. Hot.
I love that damn
Hey, you
thing.
got some long shit.
Here we are, the very front of Fort Cooper, headquarters for ATP, 1 year anniversary on the show. Got my man Rufus Johnson in the house. You've heard from just some of our family. Trisket couldn't be here, AJ couldn't be here, Ramon, we'll get him on the next one. But these are the ones who were able to come out today, tell you a little bit about what we're about. Charlie G,
Only one, baby.
Hulk, Mr. Rick, beautiful Beth,
ATP.
little bit 9 mil, kills with the best of them, Nani, and our consummate safety range officer, my brother O,
And you know this.
pretty Jessica, and all the ones who couldn't be here. Get legal,
Be armed.
stay vigilant. ATP, arm the populace.
ATP.
What?